This video will continue our discussion of the preterite tense with a look at the irregular verbs ser and ir. In the preterite tense, the verb ser is conjugated fui, fuiste, fue, fuimos, fuisteis, and fueron. Fui means I was. Fuiste, you were. Fue, he, she, it was, or you were. Fuimos, we were. Fuisteis, y'all were. And fueron, you all or they were. You should note that in the preterite tense, the verb ser is irregular, and these conjugations should be learned, not simply memorized. The same is true for the verb ir in the preterite tense. The conjugations of this verb are also fui, fuiste, fue, fuimos, fuisteis, and fueron. However, when conjugating the verb ir in the preterite tense, fui will mean I went. Fuiste, you went. Fue, he, she, it, or you went. Fuimos, we went. Fuisteis, y'all went. And fueron, you all or they went. By now, you've probably asked yourself the question, if the verbs are conjugated the same way, how can we tell the difference between ser and ir when used in a preterite sentence? The answer is simple. We should use context clues. If you think about it, the verb ir means to go. So ir will usually be followed by a, meaning to, or a location. So if we look at the example, yo fui al parque. We see our verb fui here, and we know that it is ir, to go, because it is followed by al, or to, parque, the park. So now we know this sentence reads, I went to the park. And the verb ser, which means to be, is usually followed by date, origin, time, descriptions, profession, nationality, etc. Hopefully you remember these from Spanish 1 and our review at the beginning of Spanish 2. An example of ser in the preterite might be, una vez yo fui un carpintero. Again, we see our verb fui here, and the context clues we're going to look for follow the conjugated verb. Un carpintero. I see that it's not a location, and I think, what is carpintero? It's a carpenter. So that is a profession that is typically used with the verb ser. So now we see that our sentence reads, una vez yo fui un carpintero. One time I was a carpenter. And this brings us to the end of our 5th preterite tense video. Though this video was short and this concept was simple, please don't overlook the importance of learning the conjugations of the verbs ser and ir in the preterite. The forms was, were, and went are frequently used in this tense. For additional notes and extra practice, you can always see my blog at mercyspanish.blogspot.com.